Coming up next, it's a big bank, but it acts like a community bank. We'll be talking to the president and CEO of IBC Bank, Oklahoma, next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is The Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, I don't know if you've ever had this experience. You're banking with a bank and then it gets swallowed up by another bank, and pretty soon you feel like just a number in a file. Well, my next guest is going to talk about why that is not possible at IBC Bank, Oklahoma. Bill Schonacher is the president and CEO. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate you having me here today.
Well, I want to hear a little bit about your journey, because you've been in banking your entire adult life.
I have been. I started a brief time in the real estate business. I worked for a family office and kind of a private equity kind of environment. And as we got through the mid to late 80s, there were significant issues in the real estate business. And I was invited to join a bank and work in their troubled loan area. So I got my start working out of helping the bank work out of difficult real estate situations. And that's how I started.
Sure. So tell us about IBC Bank and how it differentiates itself from the competition.
IBC is it's a great place to be an employee, a leader, and a customer. Tremendous history of community service. We've been around since 1966. We've grown from a very small bank, literally less than $100 million, all the way to more than $15 billion. We populate markets throughout Texas and Oklahoma only, and we believe that investing in your community is the most important thing that you can do in order to make sure that every bit of your life and your community and your business is thriving.
Sure.
So that's what we do.
When you were telling me before the show that the banking industry continues to shrink just in terms of number of banks.
It does.
And how is it that you're able to continue to maintain that community bank feel, even though the bank has gotten very large?
Well, we have a really interesting operating model. That's one of the things that differentiates us, in my opinion, from every one of our competitors. We have 12 major markets throughout Oklahoma and Texas. We have, in those markets, we have individual bank management, we have individual boards, and so our decision-making is made locally and with the then local community in mind.
Yes, and they're very creative on their creative side. They put together all these videos. I urge you to go on the YouTube channel and just check out some of them. Here's one.
Are you considering making improvements to your home? If you're a homeowner, you can use the equity on your home to pay for large expenses. You can also use the equity on your home to pay off costly debt. You can consolidate your high-interest credit card debt and pay it off with a low-interest home equity loan. And you don't have to refinance your existing mortgage loan to get a home equity loan. Only borrow what you need. IBC Mortgage offers several home equity loan programs. You can use most property types as long as it's your primary residence. Using our online application portal is easy. You can apply from any computer or mobile device 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Speak to one of our licensed mortgage loan originators. We're always standing by to assist you in completing your application. Apply online today and allow IBC Mortgage to assist you in reaching your goals faster.
And Bill, I love it that you're always educating your customers, because your customer doesn't know everything about the bank, doesn't know all the options that are available to them, and to have a successful banking relationship with your customer, you got to educate them.
We try to do that in a multitude of ways through many channels. If you bank with IBC, you come on our online banking platform, you'll find tutorials on every aspect of the products and services that we offer. You'll be able to understand it a little better. There's also tutorials on how to actually use certain products and services. So we think that getting into what's happening in the marketplace today, which is everyone expects to see short blurbs about, digital short blurbs about how to operate, maybe go to YouTube or whatever it might be. And it's really worked out well for the customer. They really appreciate it, and it's helped us get our message across pretty effectively.
Sure. One of the things I love about your bank is it's not just high tech, it's also high touch, and you don't lose sight of the fact that for the communities you serve, each community is a little different, and you can tailor programs and different things to that community. We've got a video I want to roll, and I want you to explain what we're looking at here. This is an event in Laredo.
Right. I don't know the exact event that we're talking about, but this is replicated time and time again across our footprint, where IBC participates in community events, either just our employees or in parades, or they're volunteering with community groups. It's really critical for us to be a part of the community, and that's how you do it. You just get involved.
And I love that. We also have several pictures of different philanthropic efforts that they're involved in. It looks like this might have been a 4-H event, and you're investing in the future of a young person.
Right.
Speak to this picture.
So our chairman, Dennis Nixon, as you see there, to my left, is on the board of visitors of MD Anderson, and IBC participates in a pretty large and significant fundraising drive. Generally every other year, and where our foundation matches what we raise from our employees in our communities. And in this case, you can see we raised $1 million, and IBC's foundation matched another $1 million. And so, I'm a cancer survivor. Many of my fellow employees are cancer survivors. It's really important to us to give back, and that's just, we think, one more way that we can show that we care.
Absolutely. And I applaud you, because as a bank gets bigger and bigger, sometimes they can lose touch with what's really important. And at the end of the day, community is everything.
That's right. We know that if we take care of the places where we are, they will take care of us.
Let's talk about, look into your crystal ball, because when I turn on the news, I can hear one pundit saying we're about to go into a recession, followed by another pundit saying, no, it's the beginning of a bull market, we're going to avoid a recession, there will be a soft landing. What are you seeing on the front line?
Well, we're seeing many different aspects at play. First and foremost, the Fed's action of rapid and sustained interest rate increases has slowed the market. There is no question. I don't personally believe that they've waited long enough between the increases to see what the resulting action is going to happen in the economy. But time will tell. Most pundits are now saying that they believe that they'll see another couple of 25 basis point rate increases in the rates again before the end of the year. We'll just have to see how that plays out. Significant things have happened so far in certain parts of the economy. We were coming back from the pandemic, and really we see some weakness in the office market throughout the United States because some people are still remaining at home. Companies are trying to reduce their expenditures, so they're looking at reducing footprints. So we see that as kind of an area of you need to watch, and there might be some concern there. But then additionally, the failure of Silicon Valley Bank and several of the others, First Republic Bank, on the West Coast, have created a sense of unease in the general consumer. The system is safe. It is well funded. It is well capitalized, and I think we've seen some of that calm down, some of that angst calm down. But it has caused the general consumer to be on point. So we'll see what happens. We don't guess. We take it a day at a time. We try to look at all the available information that's out there. We run our bank very conservatively. We have a high level of capitalization, and we believe in what our business model is, and so we believe we're prepared for the future.
Sure, and a bank doesn't get to exist as long as yours has by making risky loans, so I applaud you for being conservative in your approach.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, we're going to end with the website, which is ibc.com. The great Bill Schonacher. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks, Jeff.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.